What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is AT Smooth 6, back at it again with my white bands and my free candy. And
That meme died a while ago, bro.
I know, I just felt like I had to make that joke. Anyway, I'm here with my best buddy in the entire world, hands down the best guy I have ever met. And please put your hands and feet together for Mr. OMG, it's Panther.
Hi.
Yay!
Mate, that intro, it got me teary-eyed.
I'm sorry, mate. You just mean so much to me.
You mean more to me than I mean more to you. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. But anyways. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a long freaking time since the last podcast.
We're getting pretty close to a year.
I know. I'm gonna look it up and see when the last podcast was, because it was the third one. I remember that.
Yeah, and it was about school. It was about school starting up, and that was forever ago.
It was. Let's see. Oh, people are outside the wall being loud. It was August 23rd. That was the last podcast. Remember when we said this would be every Sunday?
A weekly thing? Yeah.
and then it wasn't?
I do in fact remember that.
Yeah, that was good. Wow.
It was, we did weekly for 3 weeks.
For an amount of time.
Yeah, but, you know. Oh, okay. Smooth moves, dude.
Alright, so back at it again with the podcast. Didn't really mean to say that, it just kind of came out. But anyways, wow, it feels good to be doing this again. So we're going to be talking about some nostalgic feelings towards video games.
Well, specifically, I'm getting a little bit of nostalgia just sitting here doing this right now.
I know, right? Like, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, here we are again. I'm still in my basement.
We're both still in the basement.
I'm still living with my mom. And,
even though in the last podcast you called her out.
What did I even call her out on? I don't even remember.
I don't know. She got mad at you for something, and then you were like, I need a break. I need to go cry to myself. And then I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, I do kind of remember that. That got lost in podcast history.
Podcast history. So anyways, do you want me to start this out, or do you want to start it out?
Oh, you go ahead. Go for it. You do you.
Alright, so the very first Call of Duty that I played, let's relate this to Call of Duty since we both do Call of Duty stuff, even though you haven't uploaded in like 8 months, but whatever. So the very first Call of Duty that I ever played was Black Ops 1. Now, it seems kind of like, oh, I'm a late bloomer, and most people's first Call of Duty game was like Call of Duty 4 or Modern Warfare 2, but mine was Black Ops 1. And I went over to my friend's house like so many years ago when Black Ops 1 was new, and he was like, yo, dude, there's this really cool zombies mode. And like, we were both interested in zombies, and we wanted to make like a weird parody zombie movie and stuff like that, so we were like all into zombies. And he was like, yo, there's this there's not a parody, there's this game mode on Call of Duty, and it's called Zombies. And so the very first time I ever played Zombies, it was Kino der Toten. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. Why my like, I don't even know how old I was. My like 11-year-old self or whatever was just up at 1 o'clock playing with my friend, and we were just playing Zombies. And the highest round we got to was like round 5. And then I got home the next day, and I was like, man, I want this game, but I can't even remember what it's called. So it took me like 2 weeks to see him again, and I was like, yo, dude, what's this game called? And he's like, it's called Call of Duty Black Ops. And I'm like, okay, sweet. So then I go, like, I tell my dad, I'm like, hey, Dad, can you get this game for me and stuff while I'm at school? And he's like, yeah, sure. So I go to school, come home the next day, and he gives me a game case, and I open it up. Like, it didn't have a picture because he got it from GameStop, and it was like one of the used games and stuff like that, so it didn't have the cover. So I open it up, and it says Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And I'm like, Dad, what the frick? You got the wrong one. And he's like, well, sorry, they were sold out of the ones that you wanted. And I was like, so you just got me this one instead? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, all right, fine. So I spent like the entire day playing through the campaign of Modern Warfare 2. And it was probably the most fun I've ever had while playing video games. And then, like, this was back when I had a PlayStation 3. Why I got rid of it was because like most of my friends had Xbox anyways. And so I was playing through it and I was like, wow, this is cool. So then I got an actual like PSN account. And then I started playing multiplayer, and I will be straight up honest. My KD in that game was like a .4 because I was so bad at it. But I was having so much fun playing Modern Warfare 2, and then eventually I got Black Ops 1 and I started playing more zombies and stuff like that, and I totally forgot about Modern Warfare 2. And then like I moved and all my friends had Xboxes, so I had my dad sell the PlayStation, and then we got an Xbox, and then I had to re-get all the games and stuff like that. And then we finally got to Modern Warfare 3. And Modern Warfare 3 was where I really started playing multiplayer like a lot, but not to the point where I was like insane at it. And I would always go back to play zombies on Black Ops 1 because it was just incredible. And then I met Smooth, and every Friday morning before we had school, we had late start. So Smooth would come over like an hour and a half before school started, and we just played Kino der Toten, trying to get to like as high of a round as we can. Like we spedded ran. We spedded ran Kino der Toten, trying to get to like round 20, and it was the most fun that I have ever had. And then one day we were playing on 5, and we heard about this glitch where you can get onto the table.
Oh god.
And so
Oh my god.
dude, like all the memories and the nostalgia right now that I'm feeling. So we figured out how we broke the glass, we jumped onto the barriers, and then we jumped onto the table. And I swear we were laughing for like 30 minutes just watching the zombies try to get us. And we were just like knifing them the whole time. And we had like 13 downs because we kept knifing and they kept hitting us. And we were just having so much fun laughing. We made some popcorn. We got some cream soda. We started talking about girls just waiting for the zombies to die. And like, I think we ended up getting to like around 30, and then my Xbox red ring
destroyed itself.
My Xbox just commits suicide.
It couldn't hang.
It was hilarious, but that is the nostalgia that I feel for Call of Duty, and that is what I want them to bring back, which is why I'm glad that they're bringing back, like, why they're remastering Call of Duty 4. Like, did you hear about that? I know you're kind of behind on news, but they're remastering Call of Duty 4 to make it seem like, not to make it seem, to make it like higher quality, better graphics and stuff like that.
No.
Which is great
because the last video game I played, like, I haven't even been on my Xbox in God knows how long. It's probably getting pretty close to 3 months now.
Nice. Yeah, so like I never got the chance to play Call of Duty 4, and like I don't really want to get it now because it's just infested with hackers. But now that I can play Call of Duty 4 and have like the nostalgic feeling that I'll kind of get from Modern Warfare 2, like that just makes me so happy because I'm pretty sure nostalgia is what's going to sell more than something new. Like, let's be honest, if you had the choice between like Black Ops 3 or Modern Warfare 2 with Black Ops 3 graphics and stuff like that, I think we would all choose Modern Warfare 2, not because we know how the game plays, but because of the nostalgia. That's just my opinion. What about you, Smooth?
I actually I wasn't really a fan of Modern Warfare 2, if I'm gonna be honest.
There were some things that were definitely wrong with it.
If I'm being real, then Modern Warfare 2 definitely was not the best game in the world. But
not at all. But it was fun.
If we're talking about best games in the world, Call of Duty Ghosts.
Hey, you can't knock Ghost because it's a good game now. Like they patched and fixed a whole bunch of stuff, and it's not half bad anymore. There's only 1,000 people playing it, but it's still not that bad. I
say that with a straight face. It's so funny.
Now, if we're talking about best game in the world, hands down, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare 3.
Oh my god, dude. You have no idea.
We're battling aliens on Mars.
I don't even get with that trailer, the freaking spaceship battle. Like, is this freaking Star Wars or Is this Call of Duty or what? What are they trying to get at? Because I remember playing Lego Star Wars. The freaking there were two levels that you did something like that. That was the freaking uh, the pod race one.
Oh, that level was so much fun,
It
dude.
was so much fun, but I remember getting so mad at that level because I couldn't beat it. Because I could do it perfectly, but it wouldn't be in the time that you needed to do it, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I remember getting so mad. I think that was the first time I ever broke a controller was at that uh, level. And then there was that spaceship one, and that is exactly what Infinite Warfare, whatever kind of warfare that is coming out on November 6th or 4th or whatever day it is. That's what it looks like to me. It's Star Wars E. I mean, I
You're
didn't know
not
they were making a Battlefront 4.
You're not wrong though. Like looking back at that Lego Star Wars level, that it totally reminded me of that.
Yeah,
That is hilarious.
that's the first thing that came to my head.
Screw Infinite Warfare. Let's just go play Lego Star Wars.
Gosh, yeah. I mean, we might as well. We're getting the same experience, and I already have that game. I'll just have to bust out the old PlayStation 2.
Oh, I had it on the GameCube.
Okay, I see you. You're one of those OGs.
Yeah, yeah. But then we got rid of it for some reason. I have no clue why.
You know what I wish I still had?
What?
I mean, this goes right along with nostalgia. My Nintendo 64.
I still have mine, but it won't turn on.
Well,
Like I have it in a box.
you still have it, but what's the point?
I don't know. Like I'll try to go back and play it sometimes, and like it just won't turn on for some reason, and it pisses me off because I want to play that Mario Kart game or Donkey Kong.
No. Best
Donkey
game
Kong
ever
was the
was
ish.
Super Mario 64.
That was fun too. Oh, that was the ish.
Or Legend of Zelda, whatever. I think that was Ocarina of Time was on the Nintendo 64.
I'll be honest, I never played Legend of Zelda on the Nintendo 64.
You didn't?
Nope.
Hmm.
Like I don't even think I have it in the box of games. Like it's literally, I don't know. I'm gonna say 12 feet from me right now, and I can look at it. But I don't think I ever had Zelda.
That was
I don't really
definitely,
want to go check the box because I'm lazy.
definitely one of the best games I ever played was the freaking Zelda game on the Nintendo 64. I remember being scared to fight whatever boss was at the very end of that game. And so I didn't beat the level for the longest time. I didn't beat the game, but
That's what I find funny about video games. Like playing it when you're young, if you're too scared to do like a certain level, you like never touch that game again until you're older. And then you're like, what the frick was I scared about? This is
I know.
easy.
Really though. It
Like
was
let's see. There was a game for me that was like that. I can't remember. Oh, it was it was Spider-Man 3. I was always stuck on this level for like 2 years. And I never touched the game, like, after I got to that level because I just couldn't beat it. And then 2 years later, I'm finally like, okay, you know what, screw it, let's play this level again. And I beat it on my first try, and I'm like, how retarded was I?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, dude. Well, what game was it? I can't even remember. Well, I just lost whatever I was gonna say, so.
All right. So, like, going back to, let's say, Black Ops Zombies, that was probably what got me into video games. And what I really, really wish Treyarch would do... Oh, you put me on hold. All right. What I really wish Treyarch would do is I want them to go back to the original, like, the way they originally made the Zombies maps. Because right now, Smooth and I were talking right before the podcast, like, you have to sacrifice your left testicle to Jesus. And then you have to, like, BYXBQ, right bumper, left bumper, jump 360, YY, trick shot, knack scoping, all the the little tiny bricks, but you can only get the bricks through supply drops now, and it's just like, it's just
It's
too
like
complicated.
okay. You have to get the supply drop, but to get the supply drop, you have to beat the Easter egg. But to get unlock that Easter egg, you have to beat the entire campaign on veteran difficulty with one hand on the controller. But before you can put one hand on the controller, you have to have your mom cut off the other hand with a meat cleaver that she found in a dumpster outside the outside meat shop.
Harmon's.
I don't know. Wherever you find meat cleavers outside of. But Treyarch knows. And Infinity Ward, they know. So if you don't do all the necessary steps to unlock the Easter eggs, then you can't get whatever you're trying to get. And then once you do get it, you have to BBYXAYXXWBQ red orange airplane 36 420 no scope in front of the certain statue. But the statue is only unlocked if you have sacrificed your firstborn child to Satan, and oh, that's kind of dark.
That is dark.
And you also go outside and party with a lampshade on your head.
I think the lampshade is probably the easiest part of the Easter egg.
Ugh.
But whatever happened to just buying a couple of doors, getting your purse, getting a thunder gun, and training?
Easter egg.
Whatever happened to old school, just getting your perks, getting a thunder gun, and training? Now, if you want to be good, I haven't played Zetsubo no Shima, the new Zombies map, because I have an Xbox One and it hasn't come out yet. But watching a whole bunch of videos on it, you have to apparently beat the Easter egg, which takes 2 hours to do if you want to get a decent training spot and get decently set up, which is kind of ridiculous, in my opinion.
I wasn't paying attention to what you were saying.
All right, cool. This podcast is going great so far, then.
I was looking at this stupid prank group chat.
Oh, you mean
you should hear some of the stuff that's going on in there, all right? So one dude, I can't say names in this podcast. So one dude got pranked by one group of friends. So one dude wants to get back, and I'm supposed to be helping him get one group back. So he's got whole
wow, this is complicated.
And so I'm here and I'm looking at this, and they're like, oh, okay, so now you get one girl to make a move because one girl likes a guy in one group. So if one girl makes a move on one dude, then that's the biggest prank of all time, and all that.
Wow, I didn't follow whatsoever, but sounds great.
Yeah. Yep.
So, I was gonna say something, but then your prank group chat totally messed me up. Shoot, what was I gonna say? Oh, did you hear that Infinite Warfare is gonna have zombies?
Is it really?
Yeah.
How are they even gonna do that?
I don't know, but I honestly think that's kind of ridiculous. Zombies is going to be so oversaturated now if every single company is making it. I was totally fine with having only Treyarch doing it and having it come every so often. But now if every company's doing
every
it...
so often. Just felt I needed to throw that in there.
But I think that's absolutely ridiculous. Call of Duty is not what makes... Zombies is not what makes Call of Duty Call of Duty. What makes it Call of Duty is having, different co-op modes. To be honest, I wanted to see Extinction return because I had fun on Extinction. Not even gonna lie. I enjoyed it a lot.
I did, except I didn't buy any DLCs for Ghost, so I didn't ever play anything past whatever the first map was.
I got the first DLC, and it was like the extinction map was like a snowy map. I can't remember what the name was, but it was a lot of fun. I never actually beat a level or a map of extinction, whatever they called it back then.
Yeah.
But I had so much fun on extinction because I thought it was kind of like zombies, but it had its own little twist, and it was great. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, it was fun because it was different. Like,
Yeah,
it provided what we wanted for zombies, I guess, but it also was not exactly like it.
exactly. Like, yes, people for Call of Duty complain like, "Oh, it's just a copy and paste every single year now." Well, now it pretty much is going to be a copy and paste. Campaign, zombies, and multiplayer.
It's not
Like,
even
yeah,
a
sure,
copy and
multiplayer is
paste
going to be
of
changed up.
Call of Duty. It's like a copy and paste of 36 other games.
It's true, but like, I enjoy having different co-op modes. I enjoy having a variety of game modes to play. Like if I want to play zombies, I'll go back to Black Ops 3. If I want to play Extinction, I could go to Infinite Warfare. If I wanted to play what was Advanced Warfare? It's like Exo Survival, like I'll go play that. But now it's like, oh, if I want to play zombies, I have these 3 games to choose from and I'm kind of sick of it now, to be honest.
Yeah, I kind of. I don't know how I feel about COD. I still think Black Ops 2 is the best COD that I have ever played.
Black Ops 2 was really really good. And it kind of upsets me how Ghosts and Advanced Warfare kind of just destroyed it.
Yeah.
I think I think the problem with Call of Duty is that they release a new one every single year. I don't think they should do that.
I also think part of the problem is that we've had good games, really good Call of Duties in the past. So we have this preconceived idea almost that Call of Duty is going to be this excellent game. But when it doesn't live up to the expectations or live up to the hype that has been set forth by all of these people, they just immediately turn to trashing the game. Like it could still be a good game. It just if it's not as good as what we have previously seen, then it can't be even considered as a good game.
That's pretty true. Like cuz if you compare Black Ops 2 to Ghosts, Black Ops 2 had the old feeling of Call of Duty and then Ghosts just kind of ruined it. Like Call of Duty is supposed to be this fun, fast-paced like just group effort. And then Ghost was like, no, big maps, no ground war on last gen. And I mean, I never played Ghost on next gen because I'm like, I don't want to spend another $60 to buy the game.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, even if you had a team on Ghost, it still wasn't really fun because like Clan Wars was taken way too seriously. And most of the time I played solo and Clan Wars needed its own playlist because it kind of sucked playing solo going in and then you see this group of people who are like 13,000th prestige or however many prestiges Ghost had and it was just like, "Oh, well, I'm screwed. See you later."
Mm-hmm.
Like it just Black Ops 2 was definitely they did a lot of things right in that game. They did a lot of things wrong, not gonna lie, it wasn't a perfect game, but it had more pros than cons.
Yeah. Yeah. I just, I honestly don't know if I'm going to purchase Infinite Warfare. One, because I don't have an Xbone. I think that's a big problem. But two, it just doesn't even look appealing to me. Like
No, it
I was
doesn't.
watching the trailer and you were sitting right there while I was watching the trailer and like
I
I
was nitpicking every
I
5
know.
seconds.
I couldn't sit there and watch it and keep my mouth shut at the same time because it was so bad that it just immediately turned me off. So I can understand why it has 915K dislikes because I am one of those 915K.
It definitely was interesting. And I wish that we could purchase Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered separately instead of having to pay $80 for Infinite Warfare when I'm probably going to play it once and call it good. Like, the fact that they have to include Modern Warfare Remastered in with Infinite Warfare just shows that they're not confident in Infinite Warfare, like, whatsoever. And the Activision CEO came out and made a statement. He was like, we all know that our fans want old school boots on the ground kind of combat, which is what we have Call of Duty Remastered for. But then there are a bunch of other fans who want something new and innovative, which is what Infinite Warfare is. And so if you want to cater to both of those groups of people, sell the game separately. See which one makes more money, see which one sells more units, and make games like that. If Infinite Warfare sells more units, make more advanced games. If Call of Duty 4 would sell more units, which it probably would, then make more old school Call of Duties. It's like, it's simple business. You can't just slap something on because you're not confident in your product, because then it shows.
Yeah, I think that if you do that though, it just goes back to what I said about preconceived ideas. Is that people already know that COD 4 was fun, and so I mean, automatically they just have that personal bias towards whatever game. So you can't really do that because that's not an accurate way to measure what time period is good for a game.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, the community, well, not like the community, but like the game market has been so just consumed by futuristic games, which makes sense. Like, I understand why they want to go into the future, because you can do so much more. Because if you do like a World War One game, you know what the battles were, you know who wins, what takes place when, so you're kind of confined into that little section. But if you make a futuristic game, you have so many new choices, like with weapons and just like a whole bunch of different ideas that you can incorporate. But the problem is, in the past 3 years, I don't think we've really had an old school World War One or World War Two shooter game. It's all been futuristic, like Destiny, Halo, Doom, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, like so many futuristic games, which is why I'm glad that Battlefield is taking it back to World War One. And I think Battlefield 1 is probably going to be the most successful game this year, just because people want something different. We don't want any more futuristic stuff.
Yeah, personally, I think that Call of Duty, whatever, Black Ops 2 is as far into the future as I'm going to go.
Yeah, because it's in like 9 years.
Yeah, I mean that's like far enough that it's believable, but it's not so far out extended into the future that you can't, like, it just doesn't even seem real. Like Black Ops 2 still seems real to me.
It does.
I think that's what most games now are missing, is that
you can make a futuristic game, but you can still make it realistic and make it fit into the world.
I don't think Advanced Warfare or the one after, Black Ops 3, like, I'm not hating on Black Ops 3. It was a decent defense. It was a decent game. But I just don't think it's believable. It does not feel like,
especially with it being in the year 2065, like, yeah, that's 50 years into the future. But I don't think we're going to be making androids that can shoot. I don't think we can, like, totally 100% replace limbs with robotic things and have them function, like, fully or even better than a regular human, like, organistic, like, regular orgasmic arm. Yes, that's the word. And, like, you just have to make it believable. Black Ops 2 was believable, which is what made the futuristic setting still work. Because, like, let's take the kill streaks, for example, because those were probably the most futuristic parts about it. I don't think there was a score streak that was too far-fetched. I think the only score streak in that game that might have been a little too far-fetched is the Guardian, but it still made sense. Like, I could see the Guardian actually, like, coming out into the real world. The cancer machine, yeah.
Yeah. How long have we been going for?
It's been 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Like, exactly.
Okay, well, I don't know. I think we should wrap it up around 45 or maybe 35 because you know how long it takes to upload an hour-long
Oh
video.
yeah.
And that, if we're gonna play some Xbox, then yeah.
You done with homework? You gonna go to work today?
No, not as of now. But my mom's off at 3:30, and then I'm taking her to go get some food
Oh, sick.
for Mother's Day. Hey, shout out to all the mothers, though. I mean, we just
Shout out to all to mums.
you guys are the best, and kids, don't ever disrespect your mother because she's the only one you have, and she loves you no matter what. So don't say anything that she hates you or she's trying to ruin your life. She's just trying to do what's best for you, and that's what I've learned growing up in a kind of strict household.
I saw this thing. It was like, shout out to my mom for carrying me physically for 9 months and financially for 29 years. And I'm like, it's funny because it's true.
I mean,
Like, moms are just the best.
yeah, they are, and I love your mom. Like, well, I don't.
And I love your mom.
She's like my second mom.
And your mom's like my second mom.
So yeah, I mean, it's just remember that everyone they're just trying to do what's best for you, and sometimes it may not like things may not go the way you wanted, or your mom won't buy you the Xbox you always wanted. So yeah, just remember is that you'll be better off in the long run.
If your mom isn't your best friend, you're doing something wrong.
My mom's my only friend.
Oh, what about me?
I thought we were just acquaintances. We just enjoy each other's company.
We're just butt buddies.
We're brothers.
We're pen pals.
we're pen pals. It's funny because it's true.
All right. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Or I guess listening, because it's just a picture that you watch. Okay, anyways. Thanks, guys, for watching, listening, whatever you want to call it. This has been the OMG Smoothcast numero 4, and we will see you guys in the next one.